And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We have a great show for you today. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Takes by Fans. Be a part of the conversation and come watch live daily, noon Eastern, twitch.tv/takesbyfans, or go to our official website, takesbyfans.com. Go to the watch tab, and whenever we are live on the website. We are live on the website. I mean, folks, it doesn't get any easier than that. So however you decide to watch, just make sure you're watching for all your daily sports content. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun episode. I'm very happy about what happened last night. Well, I'm not happy, but I was vindicated last night. What has been our one big knock on the Bills and Josh Allen? Josh Allen turns the ball over. What happened last night? Josh Allen turned the ball over. And it's just so funny to me. Literally, Bills fans, weren't y'all just crying earlier this week, Monday, when you, on Monday this week and last week, that everybody owed Josh Allen an apology? And they literally, people on ESPN and SportsCenter, they were apologizing to Josh Allen. But here at Takes by Fans, we know he's turnover prone, and we never went that far. We had to reserve judgment. He almost had us. I'm not going to lie. Bills fans, or Bills, really almost got me. We put them in our top 10. Moved them up to top 6 going into yesterday's game. But, yeah, man, I was never fully buying this Buffalo Bills team because we know Josh Allen turns the ball over, and we know this Buffalo Bills team is not – they don't beat any good teams. We saw what they did last year. They went 9-7, but they got no good wins. Yes, they beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. I get it. How long are you guys going to talk about that one good win, right? And then this year, you beat the Rams, but you shouldn't have won that game. You blew a huge lead. I mean, you scored, I think, only like 7 points in the second half, and you got bailed out on that pass interference penalty. But, I mean, Josh Allen reverts back to Josh Allen that he was his first 2 years, turnover prone. Usually he doesn't throw the interceptions. Usually he's a big fumbler, but this time he threw 2 interceptions. So we feel vindicated of what we saw last night. There's going to be big changes in our power rankings. We are going to have to revise those today. We're going to do our Wednesday film study also today, and we'll also talk more about Josh Allen. But before we do, I got a little sidetracked there. I went on a Josh Allen rant that I was kind of saving, but there's 2 things we do have to talk about. Some breaking news. Jets released Le'Veon Bell, and once again, we're vindicated again. I mean, it was just a great day for Takes by Fans in general last night. Josh Allen reverts back to Josh Allen, and the Jets released Le'Veon Bell. Was anybody fooled? Remember in the beginning of the season when everybody was like, there was like a week before NFL came back and Le'Veon Bell came out and said, oh no, me and Adam Gase are cool. We text every day. We had that incident in the beginning, but we talked it out and now we're actually friends. Did anybody buy that? Because I remember I never bought that bullshit. I never bought that bullshit story. We know Le'Veon Bell hated Adam Gase. We know Adam Gase is a trash coach and does not use his weapons accordingly. You know how I know Adam Gase does not play to the strengths of his team? Well, we've got the receipts to back it up. So here it is. This is what Le'Veon Bell did in his tenure with the Jets. Are you ready for this? Because I was not ready for this. When I saw this, I was like, I knew they were bad, but damn, they're this bad? This is how bad the Jets are with Le'Veon Bell. This is how bad of a coach Adam Gase is, not playing to the strengths of his team, of his players. Let's get into these stats. So Le'Veon Bell with the Jets, 17 games, 264 rushing yards. No rush longer than 19 yards. 19 yards, no rush longer than that. That's 20 yards he didn't rush over for, ever, with the Jets, 17 games. 0 100-yard rushing games, 4 touchdowns in total. What are we doing, Adam Gase? You don't have any wide receiver weapons. You have Sam Darnold, who's an all-right quarterback. I think he is, kind of average, above average, but he has no weapons. Your best player was Le'Veon Bell. So what the heck were you game planning for? 264 yards in 17 games? Were you not running the ball? You weren't. It's clear. 0 100-yard rushing games and no breakout run. Le'Veon Bell's got game-breaking speed. We saw with the Steelers. We saw what he could do. But no rush longer than 19 yards in 17 games in a full season. A full season. You played an entire full season of football with Le'Veon Bell, and he has no 100-yard game. And he had no rush longer than 19 yards. You were not drawing up plays for this man ever. So, I mean, this really just vindicates us. We know Adam Gase is trash. He needs to be fired. He should have been fired before Bill O'Brien. He should have been fired before Dan Quinn. The fact that Adam Gase is kind of this last bad coach standing, you can maybe put Matt Patricia in that category. I wouldn't argue with it. But the fact that Adam Gase still has a coaching job and has been hailed as this quarterback guru, it's pure comedy. He can't coach. We saw what he did with the Dolphins. Trash. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I knew it was Adam Gase and not Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill is going to They did get to the AFC Championship game last year. They got to the AFC Championship game. They're working with Ryan Tannehill. We're seeing what the Titans are doing with Ryan Tannehill, playing to his strengths. Do you notice that Ryan Tannehill never has like a 300-yard passing game? Why? Because not Frank Vogel, the Titans head coach, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he plays to the strengths of their team. When we look at this Titan stats, we'll get into the Buffalo Titans game from last night. But when we look at those stats, we're going to be like, how did they put up 42 points? Because when I was watching the game, everything looked good. The offense looked good. The defense looked real solid. But when we dive into the stats, they really kind of tell a different story. But we'll get into that. I mean, Adam Gase, he needs to be fired. Le'Veon Bell is now a free agent. He's free to sign, no longer with the Jets, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I think he's a great talent, and he was just getting literally wasted away on the Jets team. Literally trash. I could not believe when I saw these stats here put like this. I was truly disgusted. Truly, truly disgusted. So, Le'Veon Bell, not sure where he's going to really go. I know people are saying the Dolphins are a good suit for him. I mean, yeah, I would take Le'Veon Bell. I'm not against it. I don't think he's a toxic to the locker room. And I think he, has good talent if he knows he's part of a good winning squad. I mean, would you be going 110% on this Jets team? Let's be real, folks. All right, so Le'Veon Bell is no longer a Jet. That broke last night. This just broke a couple of minutes ago. When did this break? 11:45, so 15 minutes right before we went on air. Melvin Gordon has been charged with driving under the influence and speeding. Not great. I haven't seen a DUI charge in the NFL in a while, so I'm not sure how the NFL feels about DUIs. I know that they're very strict on domestic violence. They'll cut you from the squad and they'll suspend you a long time if you do domestic violence, but I'm not sure how they feel about the driving under the influence. Yeah, I mean, Melvin Gordon had it all at one point. He was, the face of the Chargers, and then, that entire thing went south big time, and now he's with the Broncos, and he's not having great success here, and now he gets a DUI. I don't know if this is a cuttable offense. I'm not sure. Well, we'll keep an update on the story, but damn, Melvin Gordon, how they fall, right? How big names fall. Le'Veon Bell, Melvin Gordon, these running backs that want to get paid and don't get paid and don't think they get what they deserve. This is what happens. They get cut from the Jets and one gets a DUI. So we'll keep an eye on the story, but damn, Melvin Gordon, truly unfortunate. Alrighty, let's get into this Bills game, and then we'll do our film review and our power rankings. So here we go. I mean, the Titans put up 42 points, and they looked so great. I mean, this team very much impressed me. I loved everything I saw right from the start until the end. I mean, they were really playing until literally the last whistle. The game was already over. They were up 35-16, but they get a fumble, and now there's only 4 minutes left, and they keep their foot on the pedal, and I absolutely love that. We're professional, folks. I'll blow the doors off y'all. I do not care. If I was coaching and we have a chance to put up 100 points while blowing out the team and they're only putting up 0, I don't care. That's fine. I'm going to play an entire game. I will run up the score. There's no such thing as running up the score in professional sports, so I don't want to hear. I didn't see any of it on Twitter, but I know there's some people that think this way, like, oh, you've got to, you're up 20. Why do you have to bury them? Because this is professional sports and everything counts. That's why I'm burying this fucking team that all their fans didn't even want to go to Tennessee because of the COVID outbreak, and everybody wanted to apologize to Josh Allen because he went like 4 games without throwing an interception or fumbling the ball. So they're like, oh my goodness, he's the next Tom Brady. He's the next GOAT. And I'm just like, can we hold up a little bit, y'all, please? This man is turnover prone. We've seen it in the first 2 seasons. I'm not about to just throw all that kind of consistency out the window that he has proven. He's turnover prone. We've seen it. We know it. And we saw it here against Tennessee. We saw it week 1, but I let it slide. I let it slide a little bit. We saw those 2 fumbles week 1, but I let it slide. And now we hear, what is this, week 5, week 6? No, this is still part of week 5. So, I mean, Josh Allen resorts to his old self, 2 interceptions. And what did the Titans do on those interceptions? Cash them in big time. First one goes for a touchdown. Second one goes for a touchdown. So that's 14 points taken away from the Bills and given to the Titans, and it's reflected in the score, y'all. This is a blowout. This was a domination. Bills, they start off with the interception first drive. It was tipped. Might have not have been his fault. I don't care. This is what he does. He's not throwing the ball accurate. So they cashed in with a touchdown short field. But then, I mean, they kind of weathered the storm. They went on a 15-play, 76-yard, 6-minute, 43-second drive, and I was like, okay, this is the Josh Allen that I like seeing. This is the Josh Allen that we've saw in the past, 4 games. So I was like, all right, they're back. It was just an interception. Sometimes they happen. I can forgive it. But then they go on some 3-and-outs, and they're not looking the best, and they settle for field goals while the Titans are getting touchdowns. And then they can't just really do anything besides that one good drive. Once again, another 3-and-out, and the Titans answer with a long 12-play, 78-yard drive and for a touchdown right before the half. And then here's Josh Allen once again, his first possession of the first half interception, his first possession of the second half interception. They go in for the touchdown. Now the game's over at this point. Bills can't move the ball, and when they do, Josh Allen is throwing interceptions. I mean, look at this. This is a 14-play, 64-yard, 6-minute, 45-minute drive that ends in an interception. That's a momentum killer, y'all. That is everybody on your offense just going like, again, man, like, can we even move the ball? Like, even if we do move the ball, he's going to throw the interception. So you're giving your entire offense doubt. Your defense is like, fuck, man, now we're down even more. And, we're already down. What are they down at this point? We're down 11, and now we have to go and try and stop them from scoring. And they started on Buffalo's own 12-yard line, and it's a complete mess. And, the Titans, they capitalize on the turnovers, and they don't turn the ball over themselves. We get a Josh Allen, 26 of 41, 263 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. And then we look at the flip side, and this is where, I don't check the stats during the game because I'm just taking in the information that my eyes are telling me when I watch games live. And then the next day I'll go back and revisit it. But the stats really tell a different story. I mean, Ryan Tannehill went 21 of 28, great completion percentage, but only for 195 yards. I did not think watching that game that he only threw for 195 yards. Not getting, I like to see players with at least 200 yards passing. We got to get those numbers really up to 250, if I'm being honest. That's kind of where the above average quarterbacks are. I mean, I'm talking Tom Brady. I'm talking Drew Brees. I'm talking Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking Russell Wilson. These were these elite quarterbacks. They throw 250 yards at least a game. So the fact that Ryan Tannehill's not on here really proves of what this Tennessee Titans team is all about. We're running the ball, and we're rolling Tannehill out. When I'm watching Ryan Tannehill on the rollout, I mean, he's as good as Russell Wilson, truly. He's accurate, he's fast, and he knows when to run. He knows how much he can get running. He knows when to cut it loose. He knows when to air it out when on the rollout. He knows when to run. He knows when to slide. It's really, I mean, this man, he's such a good above average quarterback. Ryan Tannehill, he's leading this team truly, and they all buy in. And the fact that Tennessee comes into this game, kind of the COVID kings, if you will, having all those positive cases, the league, everybody, the fans of all these organizations trashing the Titans on Twitter, saying the team's not wanting to play them because they don't want to get COVID. I mean, literally, there's so much Tennessee slander on Twitter just because they have so many COVID cases, but they put all that aside, and they really just buy into each other. This is all about everybody buying into a system. This really proves, this win proves that the coach is so solid, the team is so solid, and they all buy in, because really this kind of narrative that Tennessee is facing right now around COVID and not playing last week and being kind of like the enemy of the league right now, this would tear most teams apart. I'm talking about 90% of teams would fall and not come out and look flat and start blaming one another and not kind of buying in. But this Tennessee team stayed solid through the entire process. So I'm so high on this Titans team. I'm moving them up big in our power rankings. We are going to get there in a second. I just want to finish covering this game, but very impressed what I saw from the Tennessee Titans. And look, I mean, Derrick Henry only had 57 rushing yards. Tannehill only had 195 passing yards. But somehow the Titans are able to put up 42 points. I mean, these stats really just don't match the score, but this is great defense, getting the great field position, controlling the clock, putting your squad in the best scenarios to win the game, playing to their strengths, and they do that. They love the rush, and they love Ryan Tannehill off the rollout, off the play action, and really it's masterful work. We have to give credit to the coaching staff, and we really have to give credit to these leaders, these playing leaders, Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry. I mean, I think they were missing like 2 key receivers going into this game as well, and they still find ways to win and dominate. So very, very big on this Tennessee Titans team, where we have to fall off of the Buffalo Bills, because in big spots, big games, we know Josh Allen kind of flounders a little bit, and he did it here. Not the best completion percentage. He was looking pretty good, coming off of this first drive, or their second drive. But after that, I mean, I was just like, yeah, I mean, they can't move the ball. They can't do it. So well done to the Titans. Well-deserved win. Having not played in a week and a half and coming out here being the enemy of the team, of the league, really, and they go out and work fantastic. Absolutely. What else do we have to talk about? Malcolm Butler has those 2 interceptions. Remember, he played with the Patriots, the Super Bowl legend, picking off Russell Wilson in the end zone in the Super Bowl. He gets cut basically the next season, and now he kind of finds his way to Tennessee. He picked off Josh Allen twice, and he returned it for 97 yards. Can we get a... Is there a replay on this one? I know I can look it up, but I just want, if it's up here real quick. This second interception, he runs back, and it's truly magnificent what he does. He gets... How many yards on the return? He intercepts it at Tennessee's own 20, and then he returns it all the way to Buffalo's 12. So just well done on the defensive side to make a short field for Ryan Tannehill, to make it easy to capitalize. That's what I'm talking about. This whole team is great. The defense is making it easy for the offense, and the offense is scoring touchdowns, not settling for field goals, putting the pressure on Josh Allen to have to go and throw the ball. How many times did he do it? 41 times. I mean, do we have to talk about Josh Allen in the same way we talk about Phillip Rivers and Baker Mayfield? The more he throws it, if he's throwing the ball 35 plus times, he's going to throw those interceptions and multiple interceptions. We may have to start talking about Josh Allen in that same category. So a big win for the Titans last night on Tuesday Night Football. And, 7 o'clock, it got done early. I was feeling good. It was great. I'm on the East Coast, so we get those late start times, but having it at 7 o'clock, it was great to watch. And great to enjoy. So well done to the Titans, and I will reward thee heavily. So this was the power rankings going into yesterday. I mean, we did it yesterday on the show, waiting for that game. I really did not think Tennessee would just come out here and blow out the Bills the way that they did. So we have a lot to kind of shuffle around here. We'll go through it quickly. Not going to spend too much time on it, because I do want to talk about some other Week 5 matchups besides Bills and Titans all day. Although I could, because I do like that Josh Allen is back to throwing 2 interceptions. I will say that, because it proves us right. All right, so here we go. This is what we've got now. A new team has to come, because we are knocking Buffalo out of the top 10. I mean, this was our one main concern on the squad. How do they play against good teams, and is Josh Allen going to turn over the ball? So far this season, they beat the Rams, and he hasn't been turning the ball over, so we rewarded them by putting them at number 6. But after what I saw last night, I can't trust this team for another probably 3-4 weeks. Josh Allen, he needs to prove again, but it's always going to be in the back of my mind. He throws those interceptions, and we haven't even really seen the fumbles yet. Has he really cleaned up, though? Because I'm really not too worried about those interceptions. I think he can definitely clean that up. It's the fumbles that we haven't seen besides week 1. So, in those big games, is he going to start fumbling a lot more? We don't know. How many times did he rush the ball last night? What do we got? He only had 4 rushes, so not too many opportunities to fumble the ball. But, yeah, we got a new number 10 team. We're going to do new number 10 team. I had to find, I was kind of struggling to find a new replacement team in the top 10, if I'm being honest. But I decided on the Saints. I got to go with Drew Brees. I still trust, this team really has key pieces everywhere. It's just sometimes it doesn't work, and I'm kind of confused why. But, the Michael Thomas story, him like going at it with Sean Payton and other teammates, it's kind of a concerning story to talk about. I don't know if he'll play again this season. I don't know. They might discipline him for the rest of the season. I have no idea. But they still got Emmanuel Sanders, Alvin Kamara, Jordan Cameron on the defensive line, and it's Drew Brees, man. I'm not ready to, just say he's old and washed up just quite yet. So I'm going to move the Saints into the top 10, put them at 10. So we got to move the Raiders up from 10 to 9. We got to move the Titans up a lot. They are no longer number 8 or even anywhere close. So the new number 8 team is the Browns. We got to move them up from 9 to 8. The Rams are staying at 7. Definitely want to see what they do this week, but I bought back into them, as I said yesterday, because their offense, they put up 30 points, so they're back to normal. I can definitely deal with that. Bills are no longer in the top 10, so bye-bye to number 6. So we move the Ravens up to number 6. Or did we move them back? No, we're moving them back now. So we're moving teams back. Ravens go from 5 to 6. Chiefs go from 4 to 5. Yes, I'm moving the Titans into the top 5. So we move the Chiefs back 1. I'll fix all this after the show. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. The new number 4 team is the Titans. All right, I didn't move them. I was this close to moving them into the top 3. I was going to put Steelers at 4 and Titans at 3, but everything stays the same. Pittsburgh at 3, Packers at 2, Seattle still at 1. So the Titans go all the way from, 8? All the way up to 4, and just because the cohesiveness of this unit, these trying times dealing with COVID and coming out and putting up a huge performance, that just speaks to how well everybody's buying into the squad and buying into the process and the team and doing what they're supposed to do. Everybody's doing their own role, and the head coach, I can't remember his name. It's really starting to upset me. Is it Frank something? Oh, man. Anyway, the Titans head coach has really got this team on lock and knows how to win with the squad. They put up 42 points without having a 100-yard rusher or a 200-yard passer. I don't know. You find me the last time that ever happened, because I don't know if it ever has. So well done to this defense stopping them. Bills only put up 16 points. As I say, if you're not putting up 20 points a game, you should not be expecting to win those games that you don't put up 20 points. So they not only do they put up 42, they hold the Bills to 16. Absolutely fantastic. I'm buying 100% into this Titans team. I'm going to rock with Ryan Tannehill on those rollouts, man, because he looks real good as Russell Wilson, folks. I'm telling you, he's that good on the rollout. So we move the Titans up to 4. The reason I don't put them above Pittsburgh, I don't know how they will react if they have to go out and throw the ball 40 times, which we saw the Titans do against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game last year. They did not win that game. Where I know with the Steelers, I get Big Ben. He's got the big arm. He knows how to go and throw 4 touchdowns if he needs to. He knows how to go and throw 350-plus yards a game if he needs to. Where the Titans, I don't know if they can do that. So I'm not putting them above the Steelers just quite yet. We'll see what else the Titans can prove to us. Other than that, they're one of the best teams in the league, and I will stick by that. So I absolutely love with the Titans, and we got to move the Bills out of the top 10 because I can't trust Josh Allen, man. That game in these big spots, I don't care what you do against the Jets. I don't care what you do against the Dolphins. I don't care if you do anything against Washington or the Giants. Well, actually the Giants, because I have a newfound respect for the Giants, but those really bad bottom of the teams, I don't care what you do against them. Early Dolphins, not late Dolphins. I should clarify that. They face the Dolphins week 2. We are still getting our rhythm. But, I don't care what you do against those bad teams. Can you win those big games? That's why I like Seattle so much, because they're beating the good teams, and they're beating them late, and they're bending and not breaking, where we just saw the Bills absolutely crumble last night. So offense wasn't good, looking good. Defense, they weren't helped. The Bills defense was having to face short fields, and Ryan Tannehill was making them pay all game. So love what we saw from the Titans, and absolutely hated what I saw from the Bills. So This is our new top 10 going into week 6 now. So this is going to set in stone. We've got no Thursday night game for week 6. So everything's really going to come to those Sunday, Monday games to see where the new top 10 lies. But I like what I'm seeing from the Titans so far. Alrighty, here we go. Our main topic on Wednesdays, halfway in the show. Not ready to give up talking about week 5 yet, and not just quite ready to look ahead to week 6 just quite yet. So let's do our film review. We've got some good ones. We are going to start with Carolina, Atlanta. I do kind of just want to go to this one real quickly. This is Atlanta's drive. They were down 20-13. They scored 6 points in the second half, trying to come back, and then we get the Matt Ryan interception. So I do want to just look at this drive because the Falcons' offense was looking pretty good. The run game was there. Matt Ryan had a good throw to open up the drive. So let's start here. Look at Matt Ryan and look at kind of why Dan Quinn just got fired. This is the main reason. I understand, yes, all those losses and blown leads. I get it. Oh, do I got to sign back in? Okay, now I'm signed in. Just got to click the button. All right. Here we go. We'll go through this one pretty quickly because this is the one that I really don't care too much about. It's an 0-5 team. It's an upcoming Carolina team. I just kind of want to show this drive because this is kind of promising for Atlanta's offense, if I'm being real. They were looking decent. He just goes and throws the interception to really kind of put them out of it. What do we got? 14-21 in the fourth. 14-21. So we'll go through the drive decently quickly. All right, here we go. And I don't want coach's film. I want the broadcast. All right. Here we go. Drive here. Starting. They're down 7. They're clawing their way back. They're holding Carolina. Carolina has not scored in the second half thus far. And look at that. Great wide open receiver. That's Calvin Ridley. Big time in Atlanta. I say, Julio Jones is out, but Calvin Ridley, I'm not saying is as good as Julio Jones, but is a great replacement. Great number 1 in the meantime while Julio Jones tries to figure out how to come back. So well done there. I mean, that's a huge throw. I mean, we're talking about 20-plus yards there to really jumpstart this drive. And now we get they're on the 50 driving, and they're going to just start handing the ball off. And this is kind of promising. Look at them go. 4 yards, 5 yards, keeps those legs moving. 4, 5, 6 yards, absolutely great. And now they're driving, continuing the drive. 2nd and 3 now after the run. They're going to run it again, and it's working, folks. This drive, this is what Atlanta's offense could be, the run and the pass. But Matt Ryan has to clean up those turnovers, has to definitely clean up those red zone turnovers. I mean, those are truly, I can't even, inexplicit, I don't know. But you can't be turning the ball over in the red zone, truly, folks. That is 100% game ruiner. You think you're at least getting 3 and you come up short, and then if you give up points off those, I mean, we're talking, potentially 6, 10, 14-point swings, where you should have had 7, but now you give up 7. That's a 14-point swing, and it's truly not great. So, once again, just going, hammering the ball, 2nd and 4, driving, short in distance, not facing the long 3 and 10s, 3 and 9s. So they're having a great success here. 2nd and 4, run, pass. I mean, everything's wide open. You can do literally whatever you want in this situation. In this Atlanta's offense, this is what I know. This is what I think of when I think of Atlanta's offense. The high-powered receivers, and the run game is also very good too. So now 3rd and 1. Can they pick it up? What do you do here on 3rd and goal? Do you run the ball? I think you have to. Full back up the middle and just enough to get there to continue the drive. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 on Carolina's own 22. They're driving, folks. Matt Ryan is getting a little nervous now. This is when he turns the ball over. A nice little shovel pass. I mean, what a great design. He's going to take this all the way to the other end of the field. Todd Gurley picks up the first, and now we're cooking. I think he got inside the 10-yard line here. All right, I think this is where the interception comes, maybe a little later in this drive, but Matt Ryan from the 11, they try to run it. Only picked up 2, so getting bottled up a little bit. Field is shrinking, so, that is to be expected. They're going to try and run it again. Picked up a couple, but they're just pounding it and pounding it and pounding it. 3rd and, I think, 4, so not bad. 3rd and 4 here. And this is where Matt Ryan throws this awful interception. I mean, he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but I mean, the defender was literally all over him. Let's put this in slow motion. He's going to go to the top right here, 31, this defender right here. Receiver's going to try and go to the back of the end zone, but 31's literally all over him and does not get fooled on anything. Matt Ryan, this is kind of a predetermined. He knew as soon as this play was called, I'm going here on the receiver, and look at him. The receiver created no space. Defender was suffocating him, and he picks off the ball, and then the Carolina goes on and literally eats out the rest of the 8 minutes and 50 seconds. They get a field goal, I believe, so 2-possession game over at this point. Matt Ryan gets Dan Quinn fired. I mean, such a promising drive. This is what Atlanta could do. They could be this power running team with the high-powered offense, but Matt Ryan's got to clean it up at some time, and I really don't know when he can. Now, with Dan Quinn being fired this week, it's going to be really tough. Is Atlanta going to play like the Texans did last week, kind of free, high power? I don't think so, because I think Dan Quinn did the best he could with the offense of the squad, maybe held back by a little bit of the limitations of Matt Ryan in the red zone. Just can't convert all the time. Truly unfortunate. Alrighty, let's move on. I've talked enough about that drive. I've talked enough about Matt Ryan throwing that interception. So let's move off of that. Not going to learn anything from this game. Joe Burrow literally could not move the ball. There's literally no good drives that I really want to focus on. I mean, these are all 3 and outs. I mean, 4 plays, 3 plays, 6 play turnover on downs, 8 play fumble, 4 play punt, 3 plays, 3 plays, 4 plays, 3 plays, 9 plays. I guess we could look at that, but I'm not going to. 5 play fumble, and then a 14 play, 8-minute drive at the end of the game. What are we learning from that? The game is already over. I don't care what you're doing at that point. Truly, I don't. So we can learn nothing from Joe Burrow in this game. Nothing. All right, we're going to keep it here. Jags, Houston. I want to look at the Texans a little bit. How are they playing? So let's take, what do we got here? Let's take this 8-play, 95-yard drive and watch it. What is this Texans team's identity now that Bill O'Brien is gone? Are they high-powered? Are they just throwing the ball down the field whenever they want? So let's take a look at this drive. We've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter. So we'll go through this drive, just kind of seeing what Deshaun Watson, what this offense is going to bring to the table moving forward now that Bill O'Brien is no longer there. So let's get this queued up. Third quarter. 3:16. Perfect. Alrighty. They come off a turnover? Is that what it is? Or are they just able to pin it deep? Either way, here we go. I'll rewind this a little bit. Here we go. Texans going to drive. They get a touchdown here, long drive. I mean, they're starting on their own 10, so this is a huge drive. If you can drive 90 yards, absolutely. First play is just going to be a nice little run, and they pick up 10 yards on it. I believe that is David Johnson, correct? 31? Fantastic. David Johnson. Absolutely fantastic. Great player. So he picks up 10. Very well done. Then they get a false start, so you got to back them up 5. No worries, though. They do overcome it. So 1st and 15 off the 10-yard run. Now at the 17-yard line, 16-yard line. 17, however you want to call it. Here we go. Deshaun Watson drops back to pass, scrambles, stays alive, and he sees a lot of real estate. Deshaun Watson doing what Deshaun Watson does, doing what Patrick Mahomes does, picks it up with his legs. That's the dual threat of Deshaun Watson. Fantastic. All right. 2nd and 1 now. Just picks it up. Got about 3 on it. Picks up the first down regardless, keeping the drive moving. Romeo Crennel, now the new interim head coach, and he's got a lot of experience in the league, so I expect him to do decently, and he got a win on his first try. So, hey, maybe you hire him as the head coach and not just a defensive coordinator. Finds all the space. I mean, what is that, a 20-yard pickup? Fantastic. To Brandon Cooks, a wide receiver. Use your weapons, and now they're going up-tempo. Yeah, why not? I mean, you've got so much speed. You've got so much skill on this offense. You're starting to move the ball. I love the up-tempo call. Let's just watch this real quick. I mean, right over the middle, wide open, fast, quick, moving through the zone to zone, finally finds a soft spot of it. And Deshaun Watson delivers an absolutely beautiful ball. Love to see it. All right, look at this empty backfield, folks. So this is going to be should be a big play, potential for a big play. 5 wide, everybody just go. And hey, this is what you can do with this squad. I mean, they're literally 4 receivers deep. Kenny Stills, Brandon Cooks, Randall Cobb. I mean, literally, Randall Cobb just caught the ball. So they have big names everywhere on this field. Get your ball to all of your playmakers because they're literally spread across all over the field. All right, here we go. So they're feeling good so far. Driving, good plays, good pickups, not facing that long distance like we just saw with the Falcons. Short down and distance, 2nd and 5s, 2nd and 2s, no 3rd and 9s, no 3rd and 10s. I mean, that's how you survive in this league. Short fields, short to pick up the first down, getting good chunk plays to drive down the field. And this is what Houston is showing. This is the Houston team that I think of when I think of Houston. I wasn't thinking of the 0-4 squad that could not put up 30 points for some reason. So now they're playing free, they're playing good, and I think Houston is going to really kind of establish themselves as a dominant force in this league. Going 0-4 is never good, but they can potentially still go 12-4. I mean, that is still an option. So, nice little run there. Little flat. But once again, just driving in the play action. Deshaun Watson moves around the pocket. What a catch. And they count this. Will Fuller, once again, another name. I'm telling you, there's so many wide receivers on the squad, yo. They should not have any trouble moving up and down the field at will. Look at them. They're all here. They're all here. Kenny Stills, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks. They're literally all on the field at the same time. That's how you utilize weapons, folks. Absolutely love it. What a catch. And just the wherewithal to know that he wasn't touched so he can get back up and run into the end zone. Let's see if he wasn't touched. Oh, he was already up, so that's a touch. That's a touchdown, y'all. Absolutely great. So this is the Texans team that we have to start thinking of when we're betting these games, when we're picking our winners moving forward. This is the true Texans team. They can put up 30 on you. They have no problem doing so. They have the weapons to do so as well. So big trending up for Houston. I think I can possibly buy them. We'll see what they do this week just to kind of confirm, just to make sure this isn't a one and done fluke game. I don't think it is, folks. I think this is the real deal Texans team moving. I mean, look at this. 8 plays, 90 yards in 4 minutes. That's a solid drive, folks. Solid drive, definitely. So big things possibly, potentially for Houston. And I think if you're a Houston fan, I think you've got a lot to celebrate now that Bill O'Brien, I really thought, I mean, we've been saying it since week 1 that he's definitely holding the team back. And now that he's gone, they put up 30. That's not a coincidence, folks. They've got the pieces. Alrighty, let's go here. Let's watch Raiders and Chiefs. I mean, I literally want to watch all of these second quarter touchdowns by the Raiders. They touched the ball 3 times in the second quarter, and what do? 3 touchdowns. And look at these. These are 5 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. 5 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. 3 plays, 80 yards, 1 minute, 37. So they're scoring quickly. They're kind of high-powered offense like the Chiefs, and the Chiefs just won the title. The Chiefs got out-chiefed at home. How could that happen? But Derek Carr, John Gruden, they find a way. So I want to see, is this team kind of legit? Are they kind of this high-powered offense? I mean, they've been putting up so many points this year already. They dropped 40 against the Chiefs. I mean, that's truly incredible. So let's go through these just quickly. Let's watch this high-powered Raiders offense. That's why they're in the top 10, because they've got the ability to score and score quickly. I mean, folks, to go back-to-back touchdown drives. I mean, they didn't even do more than 5 plays, and they had long drives. These are not turnovers creating short fields. 75 yards, 80 yards in not even 3 minutes. So let's get into it. Let's watch the greatness of this. Let's see Henry Ruggs, Nelson Aguilar, who's their wide receiver, who's their tight end, Waller. Let's see them work in a real game time setting and see how well this team just flies around the field. Are these just all blown assignments by the Chiefs? I don't think so, but we'll see. So here we go. Second quarter, 14-29. Literally 3 possessions all in the second quarter, and they put up 21. It's just crazy to think about a team besides the Chiefs doing so. You got out-chiefed at Chiefs. I don't know how to explain that. So here we go. We're going to watch them all. 3 touchdown drives. I mean, they're down 14-3, and they're going to flip the script real quick. All right, here we go. Starting with the run. And that picked up 8 yards. So, wow, run definitely helping set up the pass here. When you got a good running back, it really just creates so many options for you. All right, 2nd and 3 after picking up 7 yards. Gonna try and run it again. Why not? Pick up the first. He's close, maybe a little short. I would mark him short. They do mark him short. 3rd and 1 now. So 2 plays. We're just running plays. Now they're gonna get the big play coming up very, very soon. But 3rd and 1. Run the ball. And look at that pure strength. He was kind of met at the line of scrimmage in the backfield, but just to push through. What a running back. What a running back. Well done. Picks up the first, continues the drive. All right, Derek Carr, new set of downs. 1st and 10. Just something nice, simple, over the middle, no big deal. 2nd and 6 now. So not showing anything too big here. Just kind of run. Short little 5-yard pickup over the middle. No big deal. Setting up the big play, the big shot downfield. Let's see how this goes. This should be play number 5. This should be the big play. Let's see what we got here. Derek Carr loads up. Look at him go. And then just to outrun him for the last 5 yards. Well done. What a ball. What a ball. Absolutely. Let's try watching this in the coach's film real quick, just so we get the high view of it. This is a touchdown play. We'll watch the route. I believe he's right here. I think this is who he goes to. Nope. Right here. Okay. So wide open. Look at this ball. Nice window. What a throw. That's not a tight throw, but it's still a pretty tight throw. Well done, Derek Carr. Right on the money. Caught it right in stride. Do we get this again? Is this the same play but from a different angle? It is. Oh, yeah. Look at Derek Carr. Just steps up in the pocket. Cool, calm. Lets it fly. Beautiful ball. Absolutely. Well done. That's a great pass. All right. So that was one of their touchdown drives in the 2nd quarter. Let's go to their next one. We can go back to the broadcast, and we'll go back to coach's film on the touchdown. Big bomb. So here we go, 21-10. Still down 11, but no big deal. Once again, they're just going to run the ball, and look at this run, yo. Look at it. Big explosive plays on the run, big explosive plays on the pass. You have to guard both. How do you want to lose? You want us to run 200 yards, or you want us to throw 400? You pick, but we've got the ability to do everything. The speed, the strength of this team, the speed of the Raiders, really, offensively and defensively. I know what John Gruden's going for now, just pure speed. That's how you win in the league. Stretch the field, offensively, shrink the field defensively because of the speed. So well done, John Gruden. He's got some playmakers on the squad, and that's why I kind of want to buy the Raiders a little bit. That's why we put them in the top 10, because I like the speed. We just saw a nice, huge pickup on the run, and we just saw the touchdown. So they've got the options. They've got the pieces. They've got the weapons. And Derek Carr, I mean, he's an above-average quarterback, folks. We saw that ball that he just delivered. Absolutely magnificent. All right, 2nd and 9 now. And look at the line. I mean, Derek Carr's got time to throw on these 3-step backs, these 4-step drops. I mean, he's got a clean pocket. That's how you can throw the ball down the field if you're staying upright, if you're clean, cool, calm, collected in the pocket. And this Raiders line is really keeping them safe. Plus, they can run the ball, so great pass blocking, great run blocking as well, great pass protection, I should say. Good run blocking. So look at them go. Just moving the ball down the field now, and that's what we love to see. Derek Carr, 7 of 9, 158 yards, touchdown, interception. We should probably look at that interception, see what's up with that. But now in the red zone, little handoff, pick up a couple yards. Yes, sir, absolutely. Make it easier. And now look at this. Oh, we got to go into the coach's film of this. I need to see this from up top. I need to see how well this ball is thrown and how close this window is. So he's just going to go right over the middle for the score. Usually a little dangerous to go right over the middle. But look at that, right over the linebacker and to the left. I mean, he put this really right on the money. Avoided the defender. We'll get a better look here. He's going to get it over this linebacker, and he's going to throw it right on the money. Look at that. I mean, let's slow this down a little bit. Let's go minus 10 seconds here. Oh, man, I let it go. Unfortunate. Let's see if I can get the play real quick, though. This is the extra point. Right here. All right, I do want to slow this one down a little bit. Let's watch it from this angle. We'll slow it down from here. Bop, bop, bop. Get it in. All right, we're going to slow down right now. He's going to throw it. Watch this linebacker. He gets it right over the top of him. So great air under the ball. Got it over the linebacker into the left of the corner, right on the money. Beautiful ball in the red zone. We saw Matt Ryan throw a red zone interception. Derek Carr is throwing red zone touchdowns, folks. So right here, number 56, he's going to get it right over him. Look at him. No chance. And then right on the money. Fantastic. What a throw. Derek Carr, another touchdown in the second quarter. Set up by a big run play. The first one was a big pass play. This one was set up by the big run. So let's go to their third. Yes, they have a third touchdown drive in the second quarter. Go to the broadcast view until the touchdown, potentially, depending on how we got to break it down. But here we go. 1st and 10, starting at their own 20. So another big drive. We saw it. We saw it, and we're seeing it now. So end around a little bit. Nice. Picks up 4. Well done. Alrighty. Second and 6. Derek Carr hands it off. Goes up the middle and picks up 5. So now you're looking at 3rd and 1. These 3rd and manageables. That's all you're really looking for. Potential to play to move the sticks to continue the drive. And I'm like what I'm seeing by the Raiders by doing so. And he's going to go deep. He's going to go deep. And there it is. There is the long ball. And look at this, folks. He's going to have one-on-one matchup. They're bringing the blitz. They're bringing the pressure. They're expecting run here on 3rd and 2. But Derek Carr says, no, we're going all the way. Let me slow this one down a little bit because the pocket does collapse pretty quickly. And the fact that he just gets this ball off is truly fantastic. So here we go. You can count the time that from snap to pass here. Wait a second. Sometimes the slow-mo is a little too slow, and we started a little early. But here it is. So look at him go. This is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds right there, and he just unloads it. Couldn't even step up. This is a lot of arm strength. The air underneath this ball, we can go not slow motion. I mean, right on the money again. So the deep ball accuracy is there by Derek Carr. The red zone accuracy is there by Derek Carr. And I think we have to start respecting this Raiders team just a little bit more than I have. And I did that by putting them in the top 10. They're now number 9 thanks to Buffalo losing last night. But well done to the Raiders. I mean, this is a lot of promise, a lot of speed on this offense, a lot of dangerous weapons on this offense. And they just proved it against, the former most dangerous offense in the league, which was Kansas City. So big things if you're a Raiders fan. All right, we were going to look at the Cardinals, but I am going to skip over that. We'll come back to that if we have time. Let's go here. Y'all know I'm big on the Steelers, so let's watch these interceptions. Just want to look at these Carson Wentz interceptions. Just want to show the pressure that oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Did I? What do I have here? This is what I wanted to look at right here. Okay. This is what I want to look at. All right, so Steelers are up 24-14 in the third quarter. Still a game. I mean, this is still manageable. I'm not counting the game over until this last interception and touchdown. This really buried the game, so let's watch this. Let's watch this Carson Wentz interception and then the quick turnaround by the Steelers to score the touchdown. So we're highlighting the defense and we're highlighting this offense. Really just want to focus on the defense. I mean, I'm big on the Steelers defense. I think they are the best defense in the league. So we'll start here. 12:56 in the third quarter. We'll watch Carson Wentz throw the interception, and then we'll watch Big Ben work with the offense to score a short kind of field touchdown. No worries. 12:57 right here. 12:56. All right. So two-play drive. I mean, Carson Wentz is still in it. They're only down 10. This is a manageable game, but he's going to try and do too much here. Gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. So the defensive line pressure is there. The defensive line is good. The linebackers are good. The corners, the safeties are good. I'm telling you, they've got great pieces all over the place. So well done here. Who is this? Watt got around, but he didn't get the tip. But, I mean, this was only a two-play drive before the interception, so the first one was a batted ball. The second one's going to be the pick. So that will tell you how good the Steelers' defense is, right? 2 plays, and somebody on the defense touched the balls both times. Pretty good. All right, so here we go. Carson Wentz about to throw the interception. Not feeling the most confident because he just got it swatted right back into his face. And it's just not even there. I mean, this is 100% on Carson Wentz, a bad throw. We'll slow it down. He's going to try and do a nice little comeback route right here to the tight end. Going to try and go here, but he's going to be off the mark. Either miscommunication by the tight end, he ran the wrong route, or he thought something else. Thought he was going to continue to go inside, but he throws it right to the cornerback, and he's able to pick it off cleanly. And he gets up. Guy gets extra 2 yards, so definitely we can respect that. So well done. So great job by the defense. We can get a better angle here with it. He expects Zach Ertz to go follow more inside. He stops the route short. And, I mean, this was kind of set up right here. I mean, this is set up once again by the defense. This bump by the linebacker, getting him off his route. Look at this right here. The collision, that second bump messes up the timing of the route, and that's when the ball is on. So literally everybody on the Steelers team is doing their job. 98 bumps Zach Ertz, and that allows number 22 to pick up the ball. Absolutely magnificent defense by the Steelers, folks. I'm telling y'all. And look at that interception. Secure, no bobble. Gets up. And, gets an extra 2-3 yards. Yes, sir. Good return. Alrighty, now we get Big Ben, a short field to work with. What are we expecting from him? Chase Claypool, mix that up a little bit. He had 4 touchdowns in the game. Is this one of them? Let's find out. Big Ben from his own, or from the Eagles 23. Well done. Just a little short route over the middle to Schuster. I mean, this team has wide receiver weapons. Smith, Schuster, Claypool, James Washington. They're all in the screen right here. This is all of them. This is their core. And, I'd rock with that core of wide receivers, definitely. All young, fast, tall wide receivers, definitely, who can go and make the big catch. We've seen Juju Smith-Schuster make big catches. We've seen James Washington down the sideline make big catches. So, and then we get James Conner, the power running back up the middle, picks up the first. Methodical drive here. Alrighty, they're going to have to take a timeout here. Play clock running down. Let's get back to the action. Alrighty, Big Ben from the 12 of Philadelphia, looking to really put a closing on this game, go up 17 and kind of just leave a little early. He's going to try to go back of the end zone here. Decent throw, and they pick up the pass interference. So once again, a good throw by Big Ben, where only the receiver has a chance to catch it. He didn't catch it, but there was no chance for an interception, and they pick up the pass interference on it. Although I'm not a big fan of this pass interference call, but hey, sometimes you get bailed out by it. Sometimes it hurts you. Usually shakes up around 50-50, but they try to stuff it in there with the run game. Only got 1, so they'll have to try it again. It's going to get right through. James Conner, he don't miss twice. Yes, sir. So, I mean, the Steelers offense, the Steelers defense is the real deal. This is why I'm so high on them. I mean, this game is not as close as the 9-point victory that it came down to. The Steelers were up 17. The game was pretty much over at this point. So, yeah, love the Steelers. All right, let's move on. All right, let's go to the Washington. We are going to show Washington a little bit. I just want to see why Kyle Allen was in the game. He ended up getting a touchdown in his second drive, so let's break this down. Is Washington's offense better without Dwayne Haskins? Well, let's see what we can see. He did kind of get injured in this game. That kind of threw off the rhythm, and now they have to bring in Alex Smith. So we're not going to penalize the Washington team for only putting up 10 and not really being competitive because they had, second and third string quarterbacks both playing. But, Ron Rivera likes Kyle Allen. He's still the starting quarterback. It's not Alex Smith. Kyle Allen is going to still start. He's good. He's back on the field. He's back healthy. So let's watch this drive of Washington with Kyle Allen. Is there anything to really kind of write home about? Should this Washington be on our radar? Should we be betting them? I don't think so, but let's see what Kyle Allen brings to the table. So I think we got 7 minutes left in the first quarter on this drive. So let's see. Let's cue this up. Alrighty, Kyle Allen. This is who we are highlighting. They actually take the lead on this, which is actually kind of crazy. Rams missed an extra point attempt on their on their touchdown drive, but the Washington, they don't. So they go up 7-6. Let's see how Kyle Allen works here. I mean, this is a full-length field, folks. That was the knock on Dwayne Haskins that we've had. He can't really drive down the field. Has to take. Okay. Kyle Allen, he cannot run. He just got. He tried to turn that corner, but he could not. Dwayne Haskins, he has to have those short fields off of turnovers to really kind of be good and kind of convert. But with those long fields, we've seen that he really can't drive the ball consistently throughout the game. So there it is. I mean, that was nothing impressive. Kyle Allen cannot run. That's something that we can note. He's not as fast as Patrick Mahomes. Nobody thought he was. And once again, they're just stinking and dunking. This was all running back. This was not anything with Kyle Allen. So, I mean, he put it on him. I mean, I guess I can give him that. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks miss those wide open screen passes, but Kyle Allen puts it right on the money. I guess we'll give him credit for that. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. They decide that the running back stepped out of bounds, so this is a huge pickup by Kyle Allen, and that's a good throw. A nice little in, out, real quick, and he puts it on the money, allows the receiver to get those extra 3 yards after the catch because he did throw it a little short of the first down. But a good catch there, good throw, and I can definitely get behind that. So here we go, Kyle Allen again. Picked up the first on 3rd and 7. Those are hard to do. Delayed handoff. Goes for a couple. We're not saying that this Washington's running game is spectacular, but it picked up a couple yards there, making it a little easier for Kyle Allen. 2nd and 4 now. All right, so pocket collapsed bigly. He cannot escape it. About to get bailed out by a penalty here. Roughing the passer. Interesting. They said he went low on him, I'm assuming. He did go pretty low on him. And then the high-low. So we got messed up there a little bit, but welcome to the league, Kyle Allen, right? Alrighty. Oh, is this Alex Smith? Is Kyle Allen number 8? I forget. Okay, he is. All right. I wanted to make sure we weren't getting Alex Smith here because this would have ruined the entire highlight package. All right, but then they hand it off again. Obviously, you take a big shot. You're probably not going to have your quarterback go and throw the ball 40 yards after that. Alrighty, so they're driving again just methodically. A couple of yards here, a couple of yards there. Mix the run and the pass. Everything's helping each other. But not letting Kyle Allen, I mean, he's not opening up the arm. He's not airing it out. These are all just kind of dink and dunk. Not learning too much from this man. Dwayne Haskins can dink and dunk. Then they run it. Skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead. This seemed like it could be good, but I think this was a quick pass. Potential bubble screen. Let's see what we got. There it is. Just once again, kind of a setup screen there. All running back, all running back. All right, 1st and goal after that big pickup of a first. Off the screen. This highlight tape is already boring me. I wanted to see Kyle Allen really open it up, and he doesn't. 2nd and goal now. Is he going to throw the touchdown? He's going to run for it. We know he's not quick. Oh, he might be a little quicker than we thought. Look at that. Ooh, okay. All right, that's toughness right there. Look at this man. Takes the big shot. Got the corner, got the edge. Goes inside and takes a big hit. I can live with that. All right. Kyle Allen kind of made it up on that last touchdown play. All right, everything else was boring. Everything else was not great. I mean, we never really saw anything from him. And the fact that, I mean, Washington only scores 3 points for the rest of the game tells a lot. I mean, they bring in Alex Smith because he gets injured. So, I mean, really can't really get a firm grasp on what Washington is. But that toughness, I can definitely buy that from Kyle Allen. The speed wasn't great on that first play, but it looked a little bit better here. So not too bad overall by Kyle Allen. Nothing that we can really kind of confirm to say that he can go out and win games, but a nice little decent kind of start for his next start, which will be this Sunday. So not too bad overall. All right, let's keep this moving. We're going to skip the Dolphins real quick. Let's go to Colts and Browns. Just was going to highlight this Dolphins defense. We'll come back to it if we have time a little later. I do want to talk about this game more, though. These last couple I do want to talk about more. So let's get these out of the way. These last three, I want to talk about Colts and Browns. Giants, Dallas. We have to look at Andy Dalton. Have to look at him. So Colts, Browns, Giants, Dallas, and... yeah, that's it. I'm not going to look at Saints, Seahawks, or Vikings, Seahawks. We already did that. Chargers, Saints didn't have anything really great for that. So let's do these two and then maybe go back to one of the other ones. So here we go. Colts, Browns. I do want to look at all four of these interceptions because these quarterbacks are similar. If you ask them to throw the ball multiple times, I'm talking 35 plus, they're going to have those turnovers. So let's see who's looked worse. Let's see if we can really build anything from that. We know Phillip Rivers is kind of careless with the ball, so let's see whose interceptions are worse. Were any of these tipped? Whose faults were they? We just want to look at that. All right, here we go. The first one came in the third quarter. So we'll look at that. Third quarter. When was this? 14:53. First drive for the Colts in the second half ends in an interception. Let's see how bad it is. So we'll skip right to it. We won't watch the drives. This is actually a pick six, so not great. Phillip Rivers, they're down 10. Trying to do something. They're currently driving a 3rd and 4 that they don't pick up. Drops back, steps up in the pocket, has all times to throw, and throws an absolute duck. This is kind of what we've noticed from Phillip Rivers. The arm isn't quite there. Has to really put everything into the throw. And just look how throw this delivery is. Gonna try and hit it out here. Just jumps the route. I mean, what a lazy ball, right? What an absolute lazy pass, and that's why we don't like Indianapolis. That's why I don't like Phillip Rivers, because he's just lazy sometimes, and it truly shows on the highlight. It literally shows on the film. When I'm watching him live, I'm just like, damn, sometimes you're just pure lazy, dude, and I can't get behind that. All right. So that was the first interception. Totally his fault. Bad throw. Had all the time to throw. Tried to just check it down, but when he does, he was lazy with it. All right, so they pick six it. Then they come back, and then they have an extra a kickoff return for a touchdown that really kept them in the game. I mean, this should have been 27-10, and then that's a 17-point lead for the Browns. But the kickoff return for a touchdown, and then this interception that does end in a field goal. That's 10-point turnaround real quick. Made it a little closer than what this game actually was. This Browns team was a lot better than the Colts. The Steelers were a lot better than the Eagles, but the scores, they make it a little tighter than what the game actually was. All right, so now we get Baker Mayfield, his first interception of the day. Let's look at this one. How bad was it? Was it as bad as Phillip Rivers' interception? I don't think that's possible. I don't know if there's a worse interception than that, but maybe there is. So let's see what we've got here. His first interception. Baker Mayfield's first interception right here. So a huge swing, kind of, on this play. Still 10 points because of the kickoff return for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, let's see, steps up in the pocket, and this one's bad too. Just never kind of sees the linebacker in the middle of the field, and this is kind of where I kind of criticize Baker Mayfield. He's not the tallest, so can he really kind of see over the line? Just goes right over the middle, never sees the linebacker. Don't really even know where he was trying to go with this ball. If he's trying to go deep, it's off and it's going to be low. And if he's trying to go anywhere else, it's not even close. So I don't really know who the nearest receiver was. Nobody's even close. You're maybe trying to get it to him, but even then, I mean, that had no chance. So real bad interception there. Not as bad as Phillip Rivers because it didn't result in a pick six, but still not great. Really not good. But this is where I'm telling you, these two teams are very similar with their quarterbacks. You can't trust them to go out and throw the ball so many times. All right, and now we're going to get back-to-back, so this is truly funny. I mean, Phillip Rivers is going to throw the interception, and then 6 plays later, Baker Mayfield gives it right back to him. So classic teams, right? These are just classic teams. All right, let's go to the fourth quarter. Let's watch Phillip Rivers' second interception. Here we go. First one was a pick six, looking awful. Another 3rd and 6, 3rd and long, down in distance. We've been talking about that. That's been the narrative so far. Short field for the first down, kind of easy. Right there, I mean, bad throw, just trying to do too much. Steps up in the pocket, just doesn't see that second defender closing in. Just couldn't get it there. And once again, it's just looking slow coming out of his hand. He doesn't have the velocity on the ball anymore, the arm. I mean, he's been in the league, 17 years? Not looking good. And it would have been behind. The receiver was going this way. The ball was going this way. So either way, this ball is not a good ball. Both interceptions by this man, Phillip Rivers. Truly awful. Truly, truly great. Not great. Alrighty. So, but no worries. Baker Mayfield says, hey, anything you can do, I can do as well. Here he goes. And they're driving. They're on the 31 of the Colts. And you're up only 9. So it's still kind of a close game. But Baker Mayfield stays in the pocket. And this one, once again, same thing. I mean, both these quarterbacks are literally the same. You can't trust them to win you the big games or really any game in general. They'll throw the picks. Luckily for the Browns, Baker Mayfield also threw 2 touchdowns where Phillip Rivers threw nothing. That's why they win. But, both those interceptions were all garbage. Those were both trash, both on the quarterbacks trying to do too much, waiting late, and not seeing the second defender. Alrighty. So Phillip Rivers is truly just not good, honestly. All right. Last one. What did I say? Giants, Dallas. Let's get into this. We have to just watch Andy Dalton. And what better to do than an 11-play, 38-yard drive, I guess. This is kind of the full package we're getting. On this touchdown drive, he comes in after Dak Prescott gets injured. Then they go 3 and out. Can't tell too much from there. And then they fumble. So once again, 1-play fumble. Can't tell too much from there. Also, who fumbled this? Andy Dalton fumbled. Not great. So can definitely knock him from that, but then we finally get it going. He's finally in the game, had a drive that resulted in 3 and out, then he fumbled, but just getting everything calm, cool. I mean, when you're thrown in there in the circumstances that he was thrown in there, I mean, you would be frazzled too a little bit. So maybe we get the best here going into this week. What is Dallas going to look like with Andy Dalton at the helm of quarterback? So here we go. We'll kick it off here, 8:46 of the fourth quarter. A nice full drive by Andy Dalton results in some points. Should probably get to the right game before I'm looking at the plays. Alrighty, when did I say? I forgot the time. Did I say 8:46? Is this right? Let me double check. 8:46, is this correct? 8:46, perfect. All right, here we go. So, Daniel Jones just going down and throwing the touchdown, I believe. All right, so now Dallas is down 3, so this is once again a huge drive. Fourth quarter, kind of mid-fourth quarter, you're down 3 at home, starting on your own 25. Zeke, they start with a run, gets nowhere. They're going to get bailed out by a penalty, it looks like. Face mask, wow, bailed out there. Where's the face mask? Truly bailed out, I think. Truly. All right, but either way, now Andy Dalton. Nice little positive play thanks to the refs. And now they're on the 40, 1st and 10. Roll out. That's good. Got the ball there. Look at that. All right. Nice little quick throw, and it got there quick. We know Andy Dalton, he's a 9-7 quarterback. That's what he is. He can go and kind of win you the games, 50-50. 9-7, a little bit better than 8-8, I would give him. But no deep playoff runs, no deep playoff runs. I mean, I don't even think he won a playoff game. Truly, they never got out of the first round in Cincinnati. Nice little run there. He's definitely a serviceable quarterback. I expect them. We haven't seen his arm just quite yet. I mean, we saw it on the one play that was good, but I mean, he's definitely a a high caliber backup quarterback. This isn't your average quarterback or average backup quarterback. It's an above average quarterback. He was a starter for a long time, basically AJ Green's entire career. That's why he has a career, because of kind of Andy Dalton. So not too bad. I think we can definitely look forward to the Dallas being definitely fine without Dak Prescott, because I do think Andy Dalton is definitely serviceable. Not as good as Dak Prescott, maybe just a tiny step back. But they're just running the ball, not doing too much with Andy Dalton. His first start thrown in here mid-game. It's a smart game plan, and they're working it to perfection. Now Ezekiel Elliott is definitely your best player now that Dak is gone, so definitely run him a lot. You've just paid him. Let's just man work a little bit. But Zeke on the sideline. So hopefully we get an Andy Dalton pass here. 2nd and 11. Got to pick up the first. You're down 3 points. Got to get something out of this drive. Alrighty, we're going to get a pass. All right. Didn't look the most comfortable in the pocket with pressure coming, but he just dumps it off, finds his safety blanket, just checks down to the running back. So not bad. Do want to see the arm, though, but it doesn't look like we are going to get anything too special here. They don't get the touchdown, so we know it's not going to be a nice little 30-yard pass for the touchdown. We're not getting that, unfortunately. But maybe next week. And they just run it for the first down, and they pick it up. That's once again, just not letting Andy Dalton do too much. I mean, this is his first game in here, so I can definitely get behind the game plan. Kellen Moore, I think, is the offensive coordinator. He knows what to do now that Dak Prescott's out. Slow the game down a little bit. Nice little trick play here. Reverse that does not get anything. Defense, well done by the Giants to sniff that out. All right, set up once again, design play that does not fool anybody. They know Andy Dalton is not going to throw the ball 20 yards down the field, so the Giants are just pressing everybody, not letting the trick plays fool them. I can definitely get behind that for the Giants defense. I think I'm learning more about the Giants defense than I am about Andy Dalton on this drive. So we get 3rd and 19. He's got to throw the ball at least a couple of yards, right? Just to set up, just a 5-yard, 10-yard play, just to get you back into better field goal position. So we don't get really anything. We don't really see anything there from Andy Dalton, so that's not the best. I would have liked to seen a little bit more from him, definitely going into next week. What we've seen of him in Cincinnati is decent. It's a decent, serviceable quarterback who has maybe you want your quarterback at least to have, you want to feel confident that you can really win any given Sunday. So that would be 50%. I would probably put Andy Dalton at maybe like 47%. I have a 47% chance. I feel 47% confident any given Sunday that he can really win. Or Russell Wilson, I have him at probably like 65%. 65% is probably the max, and I would put Russell Wilson there. Drew Brees is falling a little bit, probably put him at 60. But that's how maybe this percentage of winning any given Sunday is kind of shaking out. But I would put Andy Dalton at probably 47, and I would put Dak at probably the 51%. So we get a little bit of drop off, definitely. But yeah, we definitely are going to have to look at Dallas a lot more in depth this week coming up, because we'll get a full game of Andy Dalton, a full week of practice Andy Dalton with the ones. So we'll definitely know more about Andy Dalton coming up this week. Nice, not even a nice little preview. I mean, a decent little preview. What do you go for? 9 of 11 for 110 yards. So didn't see too much. It was a lot of dink and dunk from what we saw in that one drive, but unfortunate. All right, we'll do one more. Let's go back. Let's do the Dolphins. We'll do this one. Just because, I mean, this Dolphins team isn't great. They're very good. They're solid. Above average team, I would put them at. So I just want to kind of look at this kind of first quarter defensively for San Francisco. I mean, they're going 3 and out, 7-play turnover on downs. Once again, a 6-play that ends in a punt. So let's just focus on the Dolphins defense, because I think this is the main reason why we're in these games. Yes, Ryan Fitzpatrick is going back-to-back touchdown drives, but they're kind of setting up defensively, getting 3 and outs, 7-play turnover on down, so working with a short field, and then 6 plays that only go 28 yards, so bending but not breaking. Yes, they picked up a first down. Yes, they picked up a 28 yards, which is all right, but bend but don't break. So let's watch the Dolphins defense work, maybe give a little bit perspective, because I know a lot of people sleep on the Dolphins, and that's perfectly okay, because I mean, they haven't been doing anything for the past 10 years, so why should we worry about them, right? But they're starting to come into their own a little bit. Brian Flores is truly turning this team around. So let's focus on the defense a little bit, see what they did. They're on the road against Jimmy Garoppolo coming back, so they should be extra motivated, the 49ers. So let's go here. We'll just watch these first couple drives by the 49ers and watch how well the defense of Miami kind of handles it. And then we'll get out of here. All right, here we go. Yeah, first play right here. All right. Alrighty, so classic start of the game. I mean, 15 minutes, first play, first drive. Here it is. They're going to start with a toss. Miami, they give up 4. That's not the greatest. But hey, we still forced a 3 and out, so still not bad. All right, 2nd and 5. They shut it down again. All right, perfect. Shut down the run. Now we're looking at 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6. They lose 1 on the play, so well done by the defense to actually really stop the run on that play. Everything's kind of covered. They're not letting them go anywhere. And look at that. Coverage was absolutely fantastic. Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't make the really pinpoint accuracy throw that would have been needed to convert the first. So well done by the Dolphins. Or the Dolphins, the Dolphins defense, to force a 3 and out on the opening possession, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick takes them down for the touchdown. So here we go. This is the second drive of the 49ers. We saw it in the drive chart. It's going to result in a 7-play turnover on downs, but let's watch the defense. Once again, on first down, they give up the big chunk of yardage. Let's see if they shut this down again on second down, though. Second down, drop back pass, gets it out quickly. Look at the pressure that Miami brought blitzing. I mean, they made Jimmy Garoppolo throw this ball kind of wildly a little bit. Pressure right up the middle is coming right now. He's going to turn the corner, and you see Jimmy Garoppolo, as he throws this ball away, he kind of turns away knowing he's going to get hit. That affects the ball, so great defense there. The pressure affects the throw, and it's incomplete, and now we're faced with 3rd and 3, a chance to get off the field. That's all you ask for on your defense. Defense is hard to play in the NFL. You kind of just have to kind of guess right once to set them behind the sticks, and then that's when you start to try to capitalize and get off the field. But we allow a nice little pass over the middle. But this is the bend but don't break mentality. Teams are going to drive. Teams are going to score. Do not just get caught up in the scoring. We have to kind of look how they're scoring. This is kind of what we do on Wednesdays. But a nice sack there. They kind of negates everything. They negate that first down, and now they're set up behind the sticks. This is fantastic. This is how the defense really wants to play. Yes, you give up a little bit, but the bend but don't break. Get them behind the sticks, and then now you just have to really just kind of clamp down for 2 more plays. Can the Dolphins do it? Let's see what we've got here. 2nd and 17, set up by the blitz. They were still bringing pressure, and they catch it for 4 yards. We can give that up, but we're rallying to the ball, tackling as soon as they catch it. That's good defense. That's a true sign of a good defense right there. All right, 3rd and 12. This is what you really want. I mean, you want 3rd and longs. This is what you set up for. This is your one chance to get off the field. Rally the tackle, bring them down just short of it. So now it's the 4th and 1. You put them in that situation. We know they go for it, and we also know they don't get it. So let's watch this defense of Miami, 4th and 1 work. This is why I'm big on Seattle's defense, because they had that goal line stop on Cam Newton. Then they had that 4th and 1 stop on their own 6 against Minnesota this week. So, I mean, Dolphins defense as good as Seattle's defense? I would say so. Maybe we put Miami at number 1 next week. But they stop the run. They don't get it. Well done, Miami. And once again, forcing the 49ers off the field. And we take advantage with a touchdown of our own. So now we're up 14-0. And we're going to force one more 3 and out. Where's the last 3 and out? Am I bugging? 6 plays and punt, actually. My bad. This kicks off at 4:09, so let's watch that. Alrighty. So here we go. 49ers haven't really been able to do anything too much on these first 2 drives, and Miami's going to still put the pressure up on this last drive in the first quarter. So nice little misdirection. It gets everybody. All the Dolphins bite on the fake. But, hey, we're bending and not breaking. That's all I ask. I don't care if you're giving up, 25 points a game. I don't care about that. Are you stopping them in key situations? Is your offense able to take advantage when you stop them? And so far, the Dolphins are checking all the boxes in this game. So, once again, with the run, it picks up a couple of yards. No big deal. No worries. Once again, they're going to try and run the ball. And it looks like they may pick up the first there. They do give them the first. Play action pass. Look at that. I mean, we're pressuring Jimmy Garoppolo, has nowhere to go with the ball, and we get another sack, setting up the long down and distance to go for. Love to see it. And I just skipped it all the way back. I hate this. I hate this website so much. Truly. I think I just got it back to where it is. All right. Now let's look at the sack. This is where the sack comes in. We just got the sack. Brings up second and what are we getting? 19 again? 18. Once again, we'll give them anything decent over the middle, but it's going to bring up 3rd and long again. Would they get 10 on that one? That's fine. We'll 1st and 10. I think that's a little bugged. I didn't pick up that first. Yeah, it's 3rd and 8. Whoever was operating that was messing up a little bit. But 3rd and 7, and then we just play great coverage defense, smack the ball out of the air, not a great throw, no completion, and now they punt this time and don't go for it on 4th down. So we're just highlighting the Dolphins defense there, looking very good. Really took the 49ers. I mean, that was the 49ers, all their plays in the first quarter, folks. You see anything great? Dolphins were locking it up. We had all the momentum going into that game on the road. Who would have thought, right? Alrighty, so that's basically it. Got a nice, solid understanding of what happened in week number 5 that's going to set us up for tomorrow when we guess the lines and start looking. We guess the lines on Thursdays. We'll also react to them as well, kind of getting us ready for our picks that we do on Friday. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Follow me on Twitter at TakesByFans. Be a part of the conversation. Come watch live daily, takesbyfans.com/watch or twitch.tv/takesbyfans. However you want to watch, we are here live daily, y'all. Alrighty, we've got no moneymaker for today. There is baseball on today. I probably will watch it. I am a kind of a big fan of playoff baseball. It's do or die. So we'll probably be watching that tonight. Don't know how to bet baseball, so I won't put that in the moneymaker. Maybe we will. What do we got here? We got anything good? Anything that stands out to us? I know the Braves. Oh, the Braves are getting a run and a half. I think I like that, actually. And then we got Rays, Astros. Astros at home. Yeah, I think we take them both. Let's go Braves plus 1.5, Astros plus 1.5. The moneymaker today. Go make your money, folks. Alrighty, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow, noon Eastern. We'll be back guessing the lines, reacting to the Week 6 NFL lines.